Slug, dude, can you believe the Coheed came out with a sequel to Jessie's Girl? Alright guys, what a song, what a sequel. Probably the best sequel of all time. Like Godfather 2's got to move over. Jessie's Girl 2 is #1 sequel of all time, other than maybe like Barbershop 2, Soul Plane 2, Jeepers Creepers, like 4th place behind Jeepers Creepers 2 and all those other movies. Let's do this, guys. Here is how this goes. It's in the key of D. We're gonna go like this. It's like that great 80s opening. Anytime you're gonna hit that first open power chord and then chug. So D power chord, hit that first one open and then we chug. You're gonna get 2 measures of that and then 1 more count, and then we're gonna start the on the upbeat. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and on that and is where we get that and after 1, then the end of 1 is where we're gonna get that up. And those ups are gonna be D, B, A, B, G, A. So it's and that G to A is up, down, up, down. So it shifts from being such like a downbeat, almost like Paranoid, you know, real downbeat chugging, 16th notes, and then you're gonna go from that to the upbeat. So I mean that's what makes this effective. And Travis comes over the top with this like crazy catchy solos. So you're gonna hit this 7G. I'm borrowing my first finger. 7G and 7D. And I'm gonna pick that down pick, up pick. Slide to 5, slide to 4. So that's, and then we're gonna end up on the 5th fret of the A. That's the D note, the root with our middle finger. And then 7D to 9, slide back to 7, 7G to 9. So, and then back to 7. Now, here's where the pentatonic sequencing, you play something really nice here. Pentatonic sequencing, if you don't practice this is something you can add as an exercise. Anytime, any pentatonic scale will do. In this case, we're here in the D major pentatonic. Put your pinky on 10E, and it looks just like B minor pentatonic because it is the same key. But when we focus on the D notes in the pentatonic scale, it becomes D major pentatonic. So check this out. We're sequencing in 5s. You're gonna hit that 7th fret of the G, but then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna walk down the pentatonic scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I mean, it's just a great thing to practice. If you like Joe Bonamassa, I mean, most of the runs that he does are in 5s. So when he plays that super fast blues stuff, it's a lot of sequencing in 5s. So check out Joe Bonamassa stuff too. This is 10th fret E, 7th fret, and I'm gonna alternate pick 10, 7, 10, 7, E and B, to the 9th fret of the G, and then, so that completes our sequence of 5. Then the 7th fret of the E, and we go down to the 7th fret of the G. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 E, 10, 7 on the B, 9 on the G, 7 on the G. So that's, now you don't get a chance to rest, so don't celebrate when you get there. I'm sliding from 10 to 12 on the E, grabbing 10B with my first finger. So it's, now we're gonna slide up 12 to 14 on the E, and then the 10th fret of E, that's our D note, that's our root. So it's, as for the pre-chorus, it starts to build up. That's going to be on G. Then it's going to walk down. B, A, G. 7th fret E, power chord, 5th fret, 3rd fret. We're going to do it again. Now, there's a drum fill. You're going to follow that drum fill with a G chord. And then the chorus comes in on D, on the 1 chord. Now, we talked a little bit about this before in previous episodes, but certain chords will make you feel certain emotions. Tune in next week. Slug and I are going to solve the modes mystery. We're going to figure out why this D chord makes us feel so happy and why the B is so serious. So serious? I don't know. We're gonna tune in to find out. The D chord makes us feel happy. That's that 1 chord. We're gonna go down to C sharp, so to the G, and it follows the words. I don't love. It's a D. We're gonna slide. Keep your ring finger on the 7th fret of the D, but slide the 1st finger down to C sharp, and then we're gonna get G. B, A, so D, C sharp, G, B, A. I don't mean it really, just follow Claudio's vocals for the timing and follow those drums. Goes back to G, and as it goes back to G, it's gonna stay on G for 2 measures. Travis doesn't get enough credit. Travis doesn't get enough credit for like how infectious his leads are outside of Coheed circles. People who know. But he really embodies the 3 most important words that any lead guitar player should know. Serve the song. Serve the song, and I mean Travis just absolutely. I mean he could shred. He could sit there and go. But that'd just be slop. That'd be like driving a Corvette 100 miles an hour through a school zone. It's got no class. If you listen to the song, I mean, you're dancing to, the bass, the drums, and everything. But what Travis is doing here is so catchy. 7th fret G, 10th fret B, and then 7th fret G. So while the chord is on G. Goes through the chorus again, and then G again. This time when he gets back to D, it's just gonna start chugging. You're gonna go through the verse all the way around again, the pre-chorus, the chorus all the way around again. So copy paste the licks and everything like that. He plays another version of this solo. Now he goes a nice D major arpeggio here. And then, so 10th fret E, 12 on the B, 11 G, 12 G, and then another. So similar to the last solo, but we ditched the pentatonic stuff this time. All the way around again. Now, Rick Springfield's part comes in. It's going to be, it's going to just drop down, and we're just going to chug on D. 4 measures. To the G. G, D, G, D. It's gonna hold the D chord when it's done and pop into another chorus. This time when we get to the chorus, it's 4 times around. The first 2 are exactly the same as the other chorus. Same thing, 2 times around, and we do really cool stuff. The last 2 choruses a little bit different. It's gonna be D, C sharp, G, but then we go B, A, B, G, all the way around again. Go B, A, B, G, and then it's just go hold down on that D chord. It's an easy song. It's a great song, but there's a lot of lessons in it, especially with the lead guitar sequence. make sure, practice your sequencing. And if you're a lead guitar player and you're starting out and you're playing in a band, don't try to speed through everything. It was a mistake I made when I was a kid. Like I was always showing off. Save the little speed licks for flurries to show them that you can do it. And Travis does from time to time, but most of the time he is serving the song. So serve the song. That's the lesson of the day. Guys, next time Slug and I are gonna solve the modes mystery. Let's take a sneak peek at Slug's subterranean training for next week's episode.